Giants fans, pay very close attention because a coaching earthquake just shook the NFL, and the aftershocks could hit New York. John Harbaugh is officially out in Baltimore, and now, behind the scenes, multiple teams are already moving fast. But here's where it gets serious. There are growing reports that some franchises are so interested in Harbaugh, they are willing to fire their current head coach just to get him. And one team is already doing exactly that. The Miami Dolphins have entered the picture. They fired their head coach, they are searching for a new GM, and they have deep personal connections to John Harbaugh, which means one thing for Giants fans. Competition has officially begun, and the Giants cannot afford to sit back, because this race is moving fast. Stay until the end, because what's happening behind closed doors could directly impact the Giants' next major decision. But before we get into it, if you're a die-hard Giants fan, make sure you're subscribed to Big Blue News. We're your go-to source for daily, engaging content on all things Big Blue. Help us reach our goal of 3,000 subscribers this offseason by hitting that subscribe button now. On Monday, the Baltimore Ravens officially fired John Harbaugh. Almost immediately, league insiders started reporting something very important. Several teams, even teams that didn't originally plan to make a coaching change, are now reconsidering everything just for a chance to land Harbaugh. That tells you the level of respect around the league. This isn't a normal coaching cycle. This is a power shift, and one team has already made its move. On Thursday, the Miami Dolphins fired Mike McDaniel. But here's the key detail. According to the Palm Beach Post, even before McDaniel was fired, Dolphins owner Stephen Ross had a long history of pursuing both John and Jim Harbaugh. This is not new interest. This is a long-term obsession. Back in 2019, before Ross hired Brian Flores, sources close to the situation said Ross had a burning interest in John Harbaugh. Burning interest, not casual, not exploratory, burning. And when Harbaugh's contract situation in Baltimore was uncertain, there was already league-wide belief that Miami could make a move. Now, fast forward to today, Harbaugh is available, Miami fired their coach, and the door is wide open. Before McDaniel was even fired, respected NFL insider Josina Anderson reported that the Dolphins had already been in touch regarding Harbaugh's interest in the Miami job. That changes everything. That means this isn't speculation. This isn't media noise. This is real communication, real positioning, real preparation. And it doesn't stop there. The Dolphins are also searching for a new general manager. One of their finalists is Chad Alexander. Why does that name matter? Because Chad Alexander worked 20 years with Ozzie Newsome in Baltimore. 20 years inside the Ravens organization. And right now, he is the assistant general manager of the Chargers. Who coaches the Chargers? Jim Harbaugh. Which means Chad Alexander has direct working relationships tied to both Harbaugh brothers. This is not coincidence. This is alignment. This is infrastructure being built. Front office, coaching, philosophy, all pointing in the same direction. Miami is not just interested. Miami is positioning itself. Miami is preparing to strike. Now, Giants fans, this is where the urgency hits. Because whether the Giants are actively searching right now or planning for major change, the market is shifting. A Super Bowl winning head coach is available. Teams are already willing to fire people. Front offices are being restructured, and one aggressive franchise is already moving. That means the Giants are not operating in a quiet environment anymore. They are operating in a competitive, high-speed coaching market. And every hour matters. Every conversation matters. Every internal evaluation becomes more intense. Because if Miami locks this down quickly, the Giants lose access. They lose leverage. They lose opportunity. And they lose one of the biggest names that could reset an entire organization. This is exactly how NFL power dynamics change, not slowly, not politely, but suddenly. And when teams start firing coaches just to enter the race, it sends a message across the entire league. The window is open, but it won't stay open. This situation tells us something very important. The Giants are not just watching the field this offseason. They are watching the league. They are watching who moves first. They are watching which owners become aggressive. They are watching how fast things escalate. Because once one franchise lands a coach like Harbaugh, the entire landscape changes. Other teams panic, other plans collapse, other options disappear. And that's when franchises that waited too long are forced into second-tier decisions. Giants fans know this feeling, and nobody wants to live in that space again. That's why what's happening in Miami matters in New York, because it accelerates the clock, it pressures the market, and it forces every serious organization to reevaluate their future. So here's the reality, Giants fans. John Harbaugh is available, Miami is moving, the league is reacting, and when teams start firing coaches just to enter the race, you know something big is happening behind closed doors. The question is no longer if things will change. The question is, who moves next, who strikes first, and who gets left behind? Because this coaching market is heating up fast, and the New York Giants cannot afford to blink. Stay locked in, because once the first major deal drops, everything changes, and the Giants' future could be affected overnight.